Good day, everyone. This is another episode on Insta Gist. We'll be talking about a popular Nollywood movie trending, uh, titled Jagun Jagun. This movie is produced by Femi Adebayo, who acted as Ogundiji, the strong warrior in this movie. Jagun Jagun Warrior is a movie that portrays the olden days warrior strength in terms of administration and also being the kingmaker. There are many things about this movie to be taken one after the other. Firstly, let us talk about the costume of this movie. The costume of this movie is very real to the extent that it took us back to the actual events that used to happen in those days. Femi Adebayo, who acted as Ogundiji in this movie, was also the makeup artist also did well in transforming this man. If you look at Femi Adebayo real picture, you will see a huge difference between the two. You will notice that the makeup artist actually did a great work in transforming this man into the kind of character that he really wanted to portray, of which he portrayed very well in this movie. There's another popular actor, Odunlade Adekola, called Jigan in this movie. Odunlade Adekola, as popularly known, we were not expecting him to meet his Waterloo at the beginning of the movie. Odunlade Adekola, to my surprise, died at the beginning of the movie. A person that is seen as a popular actor that's supposed to be as loggerhead to the end of the movie. Well, this is not the point. What are the major issues, or what are the major issues in this movie? First, the warrior, Jagun Jagun, the most brave warrior in the whole entire land, environment, all neighboring land, neighboring states, was seen as a man of discipline that should not put his hand in any corrupt matter. However, it turned out to be the other way around, because Jagun Jagun supposed to be a warrior, only warrior that will fight for a good cause, but he started fighting for wealth and fame. He turned himself to a kingmaker, installing king that are not entitled to the throne. This is a fact that was hidden to many of the villagers and some dignitaries in the society. They thought Jagun Jagun, that is Ogundiji, who happened to be the greatest warrior, was a man of honor. So many people sent their, youth to him to learn the art of war, among which we see Lateef Adedimeji, who acted as Gbotija in this movie. Gbotija, in his innocent mind, went to the school of warrior, where Ogundiji was the general. He thought he was going to learn the art of war so that he will be able to defend his town that had been facing series of wars over the year. Let's see what happened to Ogundiji and some other people who went to the warrior school, where Ogundiji was the general. As things unfold, they started to notice certain irregularities, in the sense that the warrior, the general Ogundiji, will just give a command to go and fight a battle without any reason. The slogan is obey the last order. Acts of disobedience is the punishment for disobedience is death. Any slight disobedience leads to death. For instance, the death of Wen Yiwo in this movie was a trigger to Gbotija. He had all this thing in mind. When Yiwo died, he died for a good cause. He was actually trying to help those three commandants that were sent on an errand, but they went to be doing another thing. When Jagun put them into dungeon, starving them for like 7 days or more, when we thought this could be dangerous to their health and could actually lead to their death, then sneak to give them food. In doing this, the great warrior Ogundiji entered mysteriously, and from there he sentenced Wen Yiwo into death by burning alive. When they sent the corpse of Wen Yiwo to his village, Wen Yiwo, who happened to have been sent by a village to come and learn art of war from Ogundiji, the warrior, the village was very sore to head and to have seen their son burnt into ashes. They could not do anything. Who will challenge the great Ogundiji? Nobody can challenge his authority. He has many other kings in his surroundings, because he always acts as the kingmaker, installing every king that is not entitled to the throne. But to cut the story short, what was the end of this movie? How did they bring Ogundiji? How did they bring him down? Ogundiji had already made a lot of things his fortress, and he fortified himself to the extent that he already turned a god, Orisha. The kind of power that Ogundiji had was similar to that of a god, to the extent that it was only his wife that was able to kill him after several atrocities had been committed. Another character that is worthy of note here is Ìròyìn Ogun Kìtàn, Bùkúnmi Olúwaṣínà, who also acted as Agẹmọ in this movie. Ìròyìn Ogun Kìtàn, Bùkúnmi Olúwaṣínà was adopted by Ogundiji in earlier war he fought, and he saw a particular virtue in her. He therefore turned Ìròyìn Ogun Kìtàn into a demon. Ó sọ Ìròyìn Ogun Kìtàn di òòṣà. He will send Ìròyìn Ogun Kìtàn into errand to kill innocent people, although not out of her will, but most times he cannot resist Ogundiji because he had already summoned her spirit. It was Ìròyìn Ogun Kìtàn that revealed the secret about the plan of Ogundiji concerning all the kings that he installed, that made Gbotija to go back to the village furiously and inform all the youths about all this atrocity. This is a kind of a revolution against Ogundiji. It was this revolution that brought out the truth about Ìròyìn Ogun Kìtàn to her adopted mother, because her mother did not know that Ogundiji had a son elsewhere training to become a regent. It was after this truth that her wife could support the revolution led by Gbotija, which eventually led to the death of Ogundiji. Actually, after the death of Ogundiji, we thought the movie had ended, of which, of course, that was the end. until we saw Ibrahim Chatta coming on a horse, shouting his name, Ogundiji, Ogundiji o, Ogundiji o, bí ẹni pé Ogundiji o ti kú. So this is a very great suspense. We'll be expecting more concerning Jagunjagun because the end shows that they still have more to give. It's either concerning the dead body of Ogundiji or concerning his friend that just traveled back from afar, Ibrahim Chatta. I hope we've understood that this suspense is something worthy of note, at least to put to the mind of the producer that the Nigerians actually need more concerning this movie, Jagun. We want to know the essence of the wise man. That is Shika Quadri. The wise man was only there to observe every event that happened in Jagun. Probably the wise man has some other functions, some other things to do in Jagun. Let's see. I hope that I've increased our hope in the next Jagun. Thank you. Please, I would like you to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to get more concerning other things that are trending, football, celebrities life, and more. There are many more in this channel. Thank you.